Good morning, children. On the last turn, I explained the poem Dust of Snow. In that short poem, that was composed by Robert Frost, an American poet. And I told you that he just loved nature. He enjoyed nature in most of his poetry. And one more poem is there for us, that is Fire and Ice, that I'll be taking up tomorrow. Today, as promised, since we have finished the poem, let me tell you something in short about the central idea of the poem. The poet is trying to make us understand that there are certain things which are not good looking, which are not appealing, and most of the time we just try to avoid them as because their nature, maybe the color, maybe the concept, maybe the idea behind that. We simply avoid them because we have been under presumption that they are going to disturb or they are going to mar us, to ruin us, to destroy us. But if you consider Dust of Snow, as we have been told that the poet was totally depressed and he was not happy, and when he comes under the tree, and at the same time we have simultaneous action that was done by the crow. He started shaking its body, and from its body dust of snow, the snowflakes started falling down, and all of a sudden he was totally diverted because of that action, because of the falling of the ice. He was totally distracted from his pensive mood, and he simply stopped. Not only that, he not only stopped his thinking about what had happened to him, but at the same time he also became very decisive, and he just decided not to think what was done to him or what had happened to him. Rather, he is planning to save the rest of the time, the rest of the day, the rest of the energy that is available with him. He wanted to utilize it. What do we find? That the poet takes a complete U-turn from there. From being sad towards a happy note. And nobody is there to guide him, nobody is there to convince him about all this. He was convinced. He could understand because of the very little action of the crow, of shaking its body, and the falling of snowflakes onto the poet. He got a complete distraction from his past. So this was the central idea. What do we understand in form of central idea? That there are certain moments in our life which, or that particular moment, though we are in a mood of avoiding that, but then it just, changes us. It changes our thinking. It makes us to take a complete turn from negativity to positivity. So in short, those moments are also very important in one's life. They are also significant. Small and little moments, they are also of value. That was the central idea of the poem. And after that, I also did some question and answers, like name the poem and the poet, and then one or two more questions were there. I hope you people are doing in your copy. See, while teaching, I'm giving you assignments. Now, what you have to do, you have to show me these assignments through words and numbers that you have given to me. You can reflect simply, clicking and just sending a copy that yes, you are doing. Yeah, your name must be there somewhere in that page or in that copy, so that I can identify that this boy or this girl has done this one. So by this way, I'll be able to understand whether you're doing something or not. Next, I would like to tell you a little bit about the poetic devices. They are also very important, like figures of speech or rhyming scheme. So if you just see the last words of each line of the poem, if you consider crow with snow, that matches with snow. Me matches with tree. So let's give them alphabetic, alphabets like. So crow, let us put there A. Then me, because they are not matching, so we are going to give it a B. Again snow, that matches with crow, so better you put there A. Again we have tree, so this matches with me above. So there we have given B, so it should also be given a B. Just put there with the use of a pencil, and you can note it down there. Then we have heart. So it's very different, so it doesn't match with all above words. So it should be given a C. Then we have a different word, mood, with a different sound, so that should be given D. Again we have part, we have root. So now what do we find? That part matches with heart, so we can give it C. And again root matches with mood, so we can give it a D again. So this way you can say that we have the rhyming scheme dash A, B, C, D, C, D. This pair of A, B, comma, in small letters, whenever we write a rhyming scheme, put the heading rhyming scheme dash, then we can write A, B, small letters, comma. Likewise. Then the last thing I would like to mention, and by this way I'll be able to wind up the poem, and that is whether there is any figure of speech available or not. Because these are the three things are very important as far as poems are, poetry is concerned. Like the central idea, the poem, something about the poet, if it is available, or that is not a problem if it is not available. But if it is available, one must do at least is from America, and he just loved nature and all that. Then after central idea, rhyming scheme is very important. And then again, the figures of speech. So here what do we find? We find alliterations and assonance. Assonance, where we have the repetition of vowel sound, and alliteration, when we have the similar sound. Vowel sound and similar sound. Similar sound. Ignoring vowel sound. So this is the task for the day I'm giving you. Just find out the alliteration available in this poem and the assonance of this available in this poem. If you're not able to understand, just go through the dictionary, get the word assonance and alliteration, and try to find out the lines or the words, so that you can show that here we get alliteration and here we get assonance. This way you can at least will do something. I'm just while teaching, I'm giving you certain words so that you can continue. While following my video. Otherwise, there is no use of online classes. Just simply listening to me will not serve the purpose. While listening, while speaking up, I'm trying to give you certain assignments as if I'm writing on the blackboard or the whiteboard. So today's work, remaining question and answers from the textbook, and then finding out figure of speech available in the text. With this, thank you very much. I'll take the other poem by Robert Frost tomorrow. Thank you.